friends, MD Vegan. I make a quick apple pie today. A very simple raw food, you know, mostly. And here, today I make just a little crust. This is the same way as usual. And put them into a Springform, just to have a bottom. I show you in a moment. And I put the apple on top and I'm done almost. It's very simple, I show you. So at first I have to make the crust. That's as usual. When I make a live bakery, I have my food processor fitted with the S blade. That's the blade I use, the tool I use to make a crust. And first I make a coarse meal, for example with almonds. You can take any kind of nuts you want. I take now 1.5 cup almonds. A small crust is enough. I make coarse meal. The coarse meal is done. I show you what that is to me. You see, this is the texture. It's not very fine, it's not needed. But I have to do it first because that saves some time. Now I put the dates in to make it a sticky dough. So coarse meal into sticky dough with the dates. That is the easy thing to do. You can also purchase almond flour and then with date paste you can knead it. But I do it myself, it's fresher. So some dates, a dozen dates or so, and a large tablespoon of cinnamon powder to get a little bit flavor into it. So put the dates into it and the cinnamon powder. And when I put the dates in first, it takes longer. So to put the dates in now, get a little bit faster. One more, there it is. Step 2, the sticky dough is done. I show you what that is to me. Again here, I take some of the dough and press it between 3 fingers or so, and then it sticks together. That's sticky. That needs to be sticky because now I can easily press it into the bottom of the Springform, lined with parchment paper just to make it easier. You have a larger form, you take a lot more almonds, of course, and more dates. That's easy. So I put it now into the Springform. I scrape the sides a little bit. So the tool comes with the food processor that's fitting. It's a little bit easier to get everything out. So that's what I needed today. Now I share everything evenly, spread it evenly on the bottom of the Springform before I begin to push it down with the knuckles of my fist. Like first I spread everything evenly, and then I knead my fist and begin put my body weight on my fist to make it even. So I will take some time now to make it really nice, to have a nice crust, and I come back in a moment. So my crust is done. Here, just to show you. Doesn't need to be that firm today. I just done it a little bit quicker because I don't want to really make a cake. It's just a quick pie. I show you how. So now, put that aside. And now I come to the apples. That's the main part. About apples and nuts and dates. That's a theme again. Here I have 2 beautiful apples, and I tell you, they are so delicious. Yeah, I mean, you can take any kind of apple. I always go to the health food shop. They have 5 or 6 different apples there, and they're all the same price. So I pick some of them, whatever looks nice to me, and then I try them, and I find the best one always what I like. And see, they're sweet and sour and crunchy. It's perfect for this pie. I cut them in quarters, 2 apples. Let's see if the quantity fits. I will try. And when I cut the apples here in quarters, at the same time I bath them a little bit in lemon juice. It's 1 lemon juice. I put the apple into the lemon juice because once you do that, the apple will not turn brown anymore. And I need that because, you know, all these apples, these quartzes have been bathed. So what I do now, I have my mandolin here. That's a mandolin, that is a V blade. That is the definition of a mandolin here. And you have a wagon here, and you cut everything you want with this blade, and it's very sharp, and the V makes it very efficient. And here you have a little tool to make it thinner slices or thicker slices. I want to have the quarter of the apple sliced, and then I put the slices on the top of the crust, and then I'm almost done. I'll show you how I make the slices. You don't need a mandolin for that, but the mandolin gets you nicer and thinner slices, and it's easier. Then you also take a knife and cut slices from the apples. I have a cut-resistant glove here. It's very recommended if you can get one. Online mostly they have them. Better use these mandolins. Yeah, I think they should sell them together, mandolins together with the gloves, but they never do. So what I do now is I just, let's see the size of the slices. Yeah, that's nice. I need the slices, the apples and slices, for my crust. See, this is the size I want to have. Maybe you can make it thinner or thicker. That's up to you. Let's see what happens if I make them thinner. Wait a minute. Something is sticking in here. So quickly done it. So now I make it thinner. Try one more. And the cut-resistant glove makes it so easy because I don't need to be concerned to touch the blades. And I move my hands quickly, and I touch the blades with the fingers. I can't cut myself because the gloves are there. That's really nice. And now I show you this kind of. This is very thin now. Maybe that's even better. Yeah. But that's totally up to you. So I continue now cutting the rest of the apples, and then I will show you what to do with them. So I take the thinner ones this time. But that's also up to you. So I come back in a moment when the apples are sliced. See, I have a heap of these slices here. That's what it looks like. And now I will just sprinkle a little bit of the lemon juice on top of them to keep them from browning. And it's also so super delicious. The apples, they have a natural sweet and sour flavor. And I like it together, I love it together with lemon juice. So lemon juice make it even more delicious. The perfect combination. So now I have my slices. All I need to do now, share them, order them nicely, put them onto my crust. I put them in the middle. I begin in the middle, just like that. And then also, again, it takes a little bit time. I don't need to show you all of it. I just show you how I do it. I begin in the middle, or maybe I should begin in, on the middle. I begin in the middle, and then I go outside. And it doesn't need to be so perfect. You see, I just take some of them. I take a bunch, and then I put them here. So I share them a little bit I quickly do it. I come back in a moment. It's done soon. So I now try to share them as evenly as I could. Here it's not a super beauty. You see now maybe I have the same amount of apples as the nuts and the dates on the bottom, on the crust. Now the apples with the lemon juice are on top. And now I have a third layer to make it look a little bit evener, more even. And that is also very simple. I just do date mousse. Here I make date mousse. I just blend dates with a little bit of water. It takes some time because couple of minutes because the dates, they need some time to be blended and creamy. You know, this here is a creamy date mousse. You can also purchase date mousse. It's up to you. I like to make it myself. Dates are my favorite sweetener. I use them whenever I can, and I thought maybe it would be nice just to make this kind of apple pie by spreading the date mousse on top. That's, you see what I do here. A little bit tricky because the apples they want to stick. It doesn't matter. Dates and apples and nuts, that's really a wonderful match. And I always look for ways to enjoy them. Could have eaten the apple by myself, the apple itself, just have some dates and some nuts with it. That's perfect. And now it's a little bit more creative way to put them together in a very easy way. So what I have now, I have this apple pie is done, almost. Yeah. And it won't keep for long. No, because of course it's not you know, it's not that it would be like a real cake or so. I don't have to let it sit in the refrigerator for a night or so to firm up. There's nothing, I can eat it right away. The only thing I want to do, you see, that's what it looks like. Yeah. And the only thing I want to do yet is I use my little colander here, the sieve, to put some cinnamon powder on top. Yeah, and with the sieve that's easy because then you can do it evenly. I put the cinnamon powder into the sieve, and then I do this. I can, like a little snow that's falling onto the cake. When I do it without the sieve, I have lumps of cinnamon powder. That's not so nice. So again, you can spread it evenly like a snow. I show you in a moment. You can also do other things like cacao or so. I think cinnamon is perfect for dates and apples and nuts. Perfect combination. And here's what I have. That looks like that. And now I will open it right away. Open the Springform. Drive around with a knife. The sides. Shouldn't stick. Lift it up. Whoops. And there we go. Quick apple pie. You see? Can I have a piece right now? I hope it works. Let's see. Because that's why I needed the slices so thin, the apple slices, because when you now cut it, you know, perfect cake, yeah, that would require a little bit more. But like this, when the slices are thin, I can easily cut through get a piece out of the cake just by cutting it like this. Otherwise, I would have to do something more to keep it stick together. And now let's see if I can take out a piece like that. A very quick one, just to enjoy myself. You see? That's the piece here. I will enjoy right away. And happily so. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my videos, subscribe and be vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and Twitter.